Hey everyone, this is George Moore, owner of Moore's Sewing Center in Southern California, and I'm here with Angela Wolf, and I'm just excited about this new Aveneer. I was thinking of words to describe this, Angela. Everybody's going to say, wow, but I don't have a word. I've been looking up, I'm so excited because I have actually, I don't know if you know this, I've been involved with Brothers since the early 90s.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I started when I was 5. Yeah.
5?
Just kidding.
Me too.
And I've seen how every single new model, we couldn't believe what they did, and then another one comes out. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I would say this is the biggest advancement I've seen over a top model ever.
So George, I have a question because the Luminaire was so amazing.
Yeah.
I thought, how could there possibly be anything to beat it? I mean, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they do this. I mean, I just like showing and
I couldn't have even thought of all the things they put in here.
Yeah, the thing I really like the most is that picture play.
Oh.
Okay, and the reason is photos mean something to us, right? Why would we not save? We save all our photos on our phones, right?
Absolutely.
But when you stitch them, for those who are, I would say, the enthusiasts, anything with thread. Don't you love things with thread?
Yes, and you know what? To be able to just take a photo, not have to deal with trying to learn how to do digitizing and everything, and hit a few buttons.
And it is super quick and easy.
That's amazing. So we've got a couple photos here. I want you this. Actually, this is the output. See what Brother has done with their photo stitch and their software is incredible. It's known to be the best, but photo play is different.
Yeah.
Photo play is without computer. And that's what my customers like, right? Have you seen how customers kind of shut down when they say, put it in your software?
Yes.
It's like this, well, it's early. It's before you have coffee. It's the stare.
Yeah. So what this does, and what I love about it is it doesn't require you. It's you basically, it has AI.
Yes. It is super simple and super easy.
George, take a look at the different options. One photo.
One photo. So this is the original version, and this is one of the options that you get.
That's crazy. And what I like is you just select the option and it does it for you.
We're going to slide through it. You have 11 different styles to choose from when you include the original.
Yeah.
So we have pastels, we have sketches, all kinds of things, which are really cool. And below, as you slide across, it tells you exactly what you've got.
You know, I was in the hallway. They had this display of this I think it was a rose. Okay.
Yes.
And the different. It's artwork.
Yes.
The different ways. And what I like is that I'm not that creative. But I can tell what I like, and you basically will audition for you exactly.
Yes, exactly, and that's it. It's play. It's photo play. That's why we called it picture play.
That's wonderful.
You can resize, you can remove your background, and you can crop directly on the machine itself, and you can choose your hoop size up to your largest hoop. We do suggest those magnetic frames, though.
I love those
just
magnetic
because
frames,
they're going to hold super tight because it's very stitch intensive.
Wonderful.
George, you probably have customers that are on Instagram or something like that.
A few.
You take a photo, a few. You take a photo and you swipe through to all the different filters.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I call this.
Yeah.
Pick your filter.
Nice. Now, right here, this is so cool. The projected buttonhole guidelines. Now, obviously, I heard hints of all the different features. I thought, what are they going to do this? How are they going to use it? But it's amazing how it can position where the distance between the buttonholes are.
Yeah.
That's basically what
There's
it does.
so many different settings on here. So you can line up your buttonholes horizontally. Oh, that would be this one. Or vertically.
Yeah.
And you have all these different colors to choose from as well on the fabric. So if you can't see something, make it darker. You can change the distance. So on here, if you look closely, I know some of these lines don't always show up right away, but do you see this extra line right here? There you go. That could be the edge of your fabric.
Nice.
And see, if I just lean this up just a little bit,
Yeah.
look at that.
This isn't that where the spacing where you position?
Yes, and you can make it any way you want. And you can also use your stylus right here on your fabric to change it. I love this part though. So when this is down, this is where you put your button, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what if you changed your mind on your button? Did you see what happened? The spacing changed right there and the buttonhole changed.
Now, this just came to me. The buttons in the front.
Yeah.
Now, this type of buttonhole system is common today where you put a button in the foot, but they're all in the back.
Right.
And you can't see it and they pop out when you're sewing.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Right?
Yes.
That's never happened to you, right?
Well, no, never. I will not confess.
But to be able to see, because they have it where it's the camera that actually assigns that.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. And you know, a lot of my customers, they don't garment sew anymore. But I think it's coming back. But there are so many other uses for buttonholes.
Oh, bags.
Yeah.
I just did a cute bag that had buttonholes. And not only that, on here you can actually adjust the size here. So you can do it here, you can do it here, you can throw the button in there, whatever you want. And look at those laser lights.
That is so cool. That is so
I
cool.
call them laser lights. They're not really technically laser lights. There's another term.
Now-
All right, so speaking of laser, Cindy's got something pretty cool for you.
We have the projector set
We're
up?
going to do projection, yes. So there's projection, and then there is projection.
No, this is
We
cool.
now have projection.
It's 8 by 5, right?
It is a huge, 8 by 5 inch
Okay,
area,
all right.
and you don't have to go to embroidery to use it. You can do it in embroidery edit.
Oh, really?
Which means
Yeah.
you can do all of your edits there on screen, or excuse me, down here flat in the space. So it's going to give me a little message. I'm going to say okay, and it's now going to project it down here.
Oh, amazing. And you have different colors.
We have different colors, and so the last time we were in here, we were on green. If I decide I want to change my color, I simply choose the settings wheel and then pick a different color. So this is a great way to audition those colors for your design to see if you like them.
That's so cool.
And I'm going to go back to white so we can see again what it would look like at white.
And see, that's going to be the exact position where your embroidery is.
It is.
And now, what I can't wait is I love the edge-to-edge quilting, okay? And even with the luminaire, the 3 by 5 area that I
Yes.
had, but now we have such a large area to line up to your path.
Yes, you certainly can. It's just going to be,
Yeah.
it's going to be so
Yes,
useful.
yes,
so,
yeah.
so
And,
useful.
and a couple other things in regards to embroidery. I noticed this is back here. This is the supporting table.
Yes.
Is going to support this large. Now the hoop. Let me see. Is 18 and a quarter by 11 and 5/8 inch. Now,
Opposite
now what I love is that this has grown with me, because back 30 years ago, I didn't need quite as large of a hoop to do this. Now I do, so that's awesome. And it's been, you know, they expanded on their latch. Now it's on both sides. It's much more sturdy. They really
It is.
reinforced the hoop.
And there's tabs on the back side to keep your stuff in so that
Nice.
it won't slip out.
Nice, nice. That's so wonderful.
So they've redesigned this.
And
totally.
I embroidered these sleeves on there.
Very nice.
And that added table in the back.
Yes.
I embroidered all the way to the end of that hoop. There was no wobbling. It embroidered just beautifully.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So what we have over here is we have their ISR
Yes.
stitch regulator. Now, what I love about Brother, there's a lot of firsts, but sometimes when you're not the first, you can improve, right? Stitch regulation, there's a lot of machines that have brought out stitch regulation.
Yeah.
Okay? And a stitch regulation, okay, I am not a very good dancer. And my wife's out there saying amen.
You must know my husband.
Okay.
Sorry, Win.
But dancing to me, you got to move with the rhythm of the music, right? When quilting, you got to move the fabric in rhythm with the speed. Well, this is like music that matches your movement.
I like that,
Isn't that
George.
great? Yeah.
I like
and
that.
so what that does is that as you're moving the fabric, it's adjusting the speed. Now, what I love about it is that with this stitch regulator, you can use those projected guidelines.
Yes, would you like to see those?
I would love that.
So then not only is there 3 different modes, I'll just pick one here. There's even a basting mode, which I love.
And I saw you can do it with zigzag too.
Oh, yes. Yep. And let me just bring all these little, going over here to the, here you go.
So think about this. Okay, you're doing your quilting and you want to do echo quilting. That's exactly 1/4 inch. So let's bring up that projection here.
It's coming in here. I'm just switching colors so you can see it a little better.
Yeah. We've got so much different lighting here. Normally you don't. I don't know, you may sew with all these professional lighting. And so, so think about this, okay? As you're quilting, doing echo quilting, you want to be able to know if you're 1/4 inch away from the other, you know, from a pattern. And so we're bringing that up there.
You see it just barely popping in there. It's coming back.
There
I
it
was
is.
adjusting
Okay,
the size.
yeah.
When you adjust the size, it goes on and off
Okay,
just
so
for a
let's
second.
zoom in on there. Yeah. See, it's we're taking a video of this here, so it's not as easy to see it there, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant. You got the different colors. So you've got that. You've got all different types of guidelines that could make it so that your quilting is going to be more accurate.
So I just added some more crosshair lines here. Look at that.
Very good.
You have extra feet, and then there are a ton of different angles. I brought that back down. I'll bring it back up for you.
And the other thing is that the lines go behind the needle, and that's unique. And that's important. Now we're not talking about free motion. We're talking about regular sewing, having that line past the needle. Okay, so tell me, why is that important?
Well, because then you can line up the back of your fabric as well.
So
You're not just
you
looking
go
at
on
the
an angle,
front.
yeah.
Yes, you can keep the back. That was always one of my big complaints. I would still do a chalk line, but now I won't need to.
Wonderful.
You can even sew straight, George.
No. All right. So let's. There's a special package that I've put together that coincide with what Brothers has put together, and we're doing a pre-order where people are putting a refundable deposit, and we have a lot of people that are just excited about this.
Well, they want the first machine.
Yes. And so the one part of the package that Brothers put together that we're including has is it Master Series, Master Class? It's
So a master class, just like we did with the Luminaire
Yes.
and the Serger, to teach you how to use your machine from the comfort of your home, and then of course you have to go into the store for lessons as well.
Yes, you get
but
to, not have to. You get to.
you can. Well, you want to visit your
Yeah,
store.
but that's right. That's a fun thing. You
Yes.
make it fun. So,
But I
tell us
also
about
added
that.
more. In your bundle, I have 4 collections of embroidery designs that are included
Yeah.
for that, specifically for that larger hoop.
That's amazing.
And a thread pack, so you can just pick up the thread pack and embroider all these. This is just one sample.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some purple, pink, all the colors. But the master class, you can really learn in-depth things and tutorials.
Yes, wonderful. So actually, I have a presentation August 25th. That's a virtual presentation live on Facebook and YouTube that I'm going to take a deep dive into the features, and that's at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
But then, for those who are local to Southern California, starting September 4th, I have what's called our tech parties. This is our 24th year doing this, and
Wow.
I love technology. And so I want you to come and join us there at Moore's location, and we'll put a link to our page so that you can get more information. But thanks, both of you, for joining me. Get your Aveneer. This is something that you're going to love.
You will love it.
Bye
Happy
for now.
sewing.